Hello there. Welcome to the Customer Value Journey webinar. This is the quickest and easiest way to get more leads and close higher paying contracts. So let me talk about the agenda, what we're going to be covering today. We're going to be talking about the modern consumer. We're also going to be sharing our 8-step process to getting more leads and getting those higher paying contracts. And at the end, if this is a good fit, we're going to discuss next steps to implement this in your business. My name is Josue Oliveras Perez, and I am the CEO of Successful Marketing. I am originally from Puerto Rico. I am a Thrive Global contributor. I have a bachelor's in general social sciences. I currently hold the information chair for one of the Gig Harbor Chamber of Commerce Pillars groups, and I am a certified marketing strategist. Okay, so now that boring part is out of the way, let's jump in. So here's a fact: sales and marketing have changed. So it used to be a time where buying decisions were influenced because the consumer wasn't really well informed. So the process was getting a lot of advertisement from someone and then having a sales rep reach out to that person. Well, today that process has changed. Long gone are the days of, consumer ignorance. Now a person can just go online and in a matter of seconds find out everything that they need to know about your company. And by doing so, they are already 70% inside the buying process. Before someone even calls your business or emails you, they are already inside the sales process. And if you're not creating value for them, if you're not providing answers to their questions, they're going to basically just leave and go with your competitor. So it's crucial to provide value for your prospects and create content that's going to help them move to the next step in the sales process. So in essence, what marketing is doing is influencing purchasing this behaviors, right? So it's changing these decisions of these prospects. So it's really important to capture their attention and then move them towards the next step in the sales process. So yes, sales and marketing have changed, but one thing hasn't. And if you guessed humans, you are right. So when we talk about the modern sales process and marketing, we are talking about actually influencing buying decisions from humans. So on the other end of that phone, on the other end of that computer screen, there's going to be a human being, right? So we're talking about human to human interaction, right? A little bit different from B2C and B2C. This is a familiar concept, business to business and business to consumer. But when we're talking about marketing, we're actually talking about human to human interaction. So let's talk about how human to human interaction works. So this is a book that I recommend. It's a book that I loved reading. It's by a zoologist called Desmond Morris, and he basically studied human interaction. How does human intimacy actually happen? Right? So he discovered that there's actually 12 stages of intimacy. And it goes like this. So the first thing, you see a person, right? So that's the eye to body. You see that a person even exists. And then you go eye to eye, and that could be memorable or it could be really scary. And then you start talking to this person to see if you can trust them, right? Having a conversation with someone, you're analyzing if you can trust this person or not. So, and going down the line, you have hand to hand, arm to shoulder, arm to waist, or the hug. This is when someone goes in and hugs you. Like, isn't it weird if you've never met a person, that person goes in and just hugs you, right? So we find that weird. And it's because these steps were skipped. So going down the stages, we go to mouth, and we can learn a lot about a person, about the way they kiss. It could be the best kiss in the world, or it could be, oh my God, so bad. um, Hand to head. So I thought this was a misprint when I saw this for the first time. But think about it. If you've never met a person, would you go and just touch their face? Right? That's freaky, and that is weird, right? And we go down the line to the next stages, and eventually, you like this person a lot that you bump chicka wow wow. Now, I'm not saying that you have to sleep with your clients, right? But what I want you to understand about this is that there are stages, right? And if you skip one of these stages, the success rate is going to fall, right? You're not going to be that successful in establishing a relationship with that person. Think about it. So if you actually skip two of these stages, that's assault, right? If you see someone and go right for a kiss, that is not an okay thing to do, right? So how do we use this for business, right? That's the whole purpose of this. So in a business scenario, you have your prospects, right? They're sad, they have a problem. And you want to turn your prospects into actual super fans of your business. So these prospects, well, at this point, they're clients already. They're going to start promoting you to other people. But how do you get there? So the first thing, you need to create awareness around your business. Somebody needs to know that you exist. And then once that person knows that you exist, they're going to want to engage with you, right? Going back to that example of relationships. So you look at someone and then you approach that person and ask for that person's phone number, right? Because you want to create that engagement. So your prospects are the same way. They're going to see that you exist, your business exists. They are going to engage with your website. They are going to see if they can trust you enough to do business with you. So once that happens, you want to provide something so valuable to them that they will give you their contact information and they will give you their email, right? So that's super important, but you have to provide value. So once you provide that value, the next step is to actually convert them, to actually turn them into actual clients. So at this stage, a prospect is going to give you two things that are super valuable to them, and it's either their time or their money. So this is crucial, right? So in a dating aspect, this is like asking for that first date, right? You want your prospect to start engaging with your business. So you engage them, you provide value for them, and then you push to have that moment where you actually sit down with them or sell them a low entry product or service. So once that happens, once that person gives you either their time or their money, you better excite them about your business, right? You better provide excitement. Because if you don't provide that excitement, then they're not going to love you. They're not going to fall in love with your business. Think about Apple and how they excite people on a daily basis. Whenever someone buys one of their phones, just the design and when they open the box, people love that sound, that suction sound that the box creates when you open it, right? So that's a little bit of excitement right there. So you have to make people fall in love with you, fall in love with your business. And then you need to ascend. You need to turn them into actual clients that you can keep selling to. Retain them as clients as long as you can. You have to have your upsells here. And this is pretty much asking for marriage. This is when you ask for that big commitment from this person, right? So, and if you provide a lot of value and you are really good at what you do, that person is going to refer you to other people. That person is going to give you a testimonial, a review. And that's what happens at the advocate stage, right? People are going to give you the reviews if you are really good at your business, really good at what you do, and you have provided value. And then that person is going to love your business so much that they're going to refer you to other people, right? So the most important thing to know about these 8 stages is that if you skip one of these stages, then people are not going to fall in love with you. They're not going to refer you. Or if they do, they're not going to have that trust in you, right? So a lot of people on the inside the sales process go from awareness to ascension, right? Hey, I don't know you, but buy something from me, right? And they've skipped the rest of the stages. So that's not a good thing to do, right? You don't want to become this pushy salesperson. So it's important to provide value. Remember, consumers today, they are looking for businesses to solve their problems. And this is where you come in, right? So you guide them through these 8 stages, and you're going to have a person that's going to refer you, it's going to promote you to other people. And then the cycle is going to start all over again. And then you have a predictable system, right? And in a few slides, I'm going to show you how you can actually do this and how this has worked for other skilled trade businesses. All right, so let me explain to you how these 8 stages actually work inside of a business. So again, you have your prospects at the bottom. They have a problem, and your company actually provides that solution. So at the awareness stage, this is when a prospect sees an ad. They find you through Google, Bing, Yahoo. Yes, people still use Yahoo. Or they hear about you through a referral, right? So again, the next thing someone's going to do, they're going to go and see if they can trust you. So they're going to start reading your blogs. They're going to see what you're up to on social media. They're going to watch a video. They definitely are going to go to your website, right? So a website is crucial. And it's crucial for a website to answer people's questions and provide value for them, right? So moving to the next step, once you have them there, you definitely want to have their contact information, right? So their email, their phone, their name, and you want to provide something valuable to them, right? So then they can jump into the next step, which is that conversion stage, where they make a small purchase or they sit down with you for a consultation, for an estimate. So that's what's happening at that stage. And again, once that happens, you got to make them fall in love with you, fall in love with your company, right? And at this stage, you're not even selling to them your highest ticket item. You're just shifting that relationship, right? So at the actual ascend stage, that is when you actually sell that contract that's thousands of dollars large, right? That big contract. That is this stage. This is where you are going to do that, and then you are going to upsell and retain that client, right? And if they're so happy with you, they're going to come back for more. And then they're going to start leaving you reviews, testimonials, and then referring you to other people. And then that person is going to become a super fan of your business, right? And then when they refer someone, they're going to be so happy with you that they're going to talk the best things in the universe about you. And then that person that they referred is going to come in and the cycle is going to start all over again. So you can see how this is an actual framework that's predictable. So anytime someone comes in at that awareness stage and sees that your business exists, then you can just move them through these stages over and over again. So this is why it's so valuable to follow these steps, these stages. So you can see why sequence is critical. And I spoke earlier about, skipping steps is bad, right? If you skip steps, they're not going to convert and you're not going to be able to close those higher contracts because people don't trust you enough. And once people reach that stage when you're ready to talk to them about the estimate and the numbers, in their heads, they're going to be like, I don't know. I heard that another contractor or another person or another business does the same thing, and I think they do it for cheap. Can you give me a discount? So you want to avoid that, and you avoid that by following those 8 stages, right? Providing trust for people. So here's a little example. Here's a contractor from Gig Harbor, Washington, that increased his sales 250% in a year. So the name of the company is TS Enterprises. He's a general contractor. And the problem that he was seeing was that, leads had stayed flat. He even hired another agency to help him with SEO, but nothing really moved that needle. And it's because he didn't have a framework, right? So just doing SEO, right? For those of you out there that don't know what that is search engine optimization. That is building your website and fixing your website in a way that search engines position you on the top pages, right? But here's what happens. A lot of agencies out there, they sell you the service, but then what, right? You got that awareness, but what happens next? That's why going back to the 8 stages, it's crucial. It's crucial to follow those 8 stages because even if you spend Facebook ads, a lot of money on Facebook advertisement, you have your ad running on a local publication like a local magazine, then what? That is just awareness. You have to help people move through the 8 stages again. It's super important. So by following the framework, the customer value journey, this contractor doubles his sales from $28,000 to $98,000 in just a year. So this is how the campaign went. So as far as awareness, we did a mixture of in-person and online strategies for this. So he went on a 90-day campaign that he just networked. He went to a lot of networking and met a lot of people. So then those people, they went to the website because he provided a business card, and they got value. So, he has on his flooring installation page things to consider before an install, things that you need to know before installing a floor, right? So he provided valuable content that answered these questions that prospects have. And then he extended these to social media as well to engage with that audience. So for that subscription stage, he actually offered a 25% off discount. So going back to that networking at that awareness stage, so anytime he met someone, he offered them a 25% discount, and they, in exchange for their business card. So right off the bat, he's providing something of value to someone that might need his services. They already have 25% off that they could use at a later date. So now he hooked them with that 25% off. So the people that actually called him or emailed him, he scheduled a free consultation with them. And then at that excitement stage, he showed them a portfolio of their work. That's like if a contractor, I sat down with a contractor and they showed me like all the work that they've done and how pretty it looks, I would love that. Like that will help me out a lot as a consumer. So then at that ascension stage, from doing home remodels, which is the biggest thing that this contractor did, he can then start upselling like handyman work, and upselling other things after he sold them the bigger package, which was a kitchen remodel. So, coming back to that household, because the trust is established, he can then sell them on tinier projects, and keep making money from that client, because that client already loves you, right? So who do you think they're gonna call to do extra work? It's that same contractor, obviously. So then the reviews start coming in, right? So he's getting a 5 stars review from people, and he's getting uh, testimonials in local Gig Harbor groups as well. And what this company did was they established a referral program where they gave people a discount in exchange for them referring them to other people. So you can see how uh, that's going to help in that process of turning happy clients into referrers. Because of that extra discount, those people are going to go and refer him to more people, and the cycle is going to continue. So that is how, by using the 8 steps of the customer value journey, that Gig Harbor contractor, TS Enterprises, was able to go from $28,000 to $98,000 in just a year. And this really helped him out so much that he now has a new company called Stein Construction. So how do you apply these 8 stages or these 8 steps to your business? How do you fix the whole customer journey? How do you fix your sales funnel? Well, we at Success with Marketing, we have a session that is called the Double Your Sales Discovery Session. And what we do in this session is that we actually get to know your business. It's an in-house, in-office session. It's an hour and a half, but it can go up to 2 hours. But this is where we actually see like how you can apply this framework to your business. So one of the things that we do, again, is we get to know your business. We get to learn how you can apply these marketing concepts to your business, and what are your goals as a business owner. And we also do a growth audit on your business, right? We find opportunities. You might be thinking, hey, I just need to do a lot of Google ads to get all the clients that I need, but that might not be the place that you need to focus on, right? There might be somewhere else in this 8-step funnel that needs help like right away, so then everything starts working. It's like a leaky bucket, If you fix one hole, water is still going to be coming out. But if you start fixing the hole that actually is going to help you out faster, then that's what we're going to find here, right? That's what we do at this growth audit. And we also share with you our framework for growth, right? So we call it the growth triad. So it's 3 things that you need to do in order to have predictable growth, in order to have a predictable flow of leads and sales happening every month. You need to follow these 3 things, okay? So it becomes predictable, and you're not like every month trying to figure out, oh my God, how do I get clients? How do I get leads? How do I get higher paying contracts? Right? So this framework, so 3-step framework, we show you this framework during that discovery session. And we also audit your journey, right? We audit the 8 steps of the customer value journey for your business, right? So that's pretty awesome right there. So the goal of this discovery session is to actually give you a formula and framework for predictable growth and put you on a 90-day path to doubling your sales, right? Or less. In 90 days, if if you apply what you learned during this discovery session, you can put your business on a 90-day path to doubling its sales, right? Think about the example of TS Enterprises. It's key. So again, if you want to schedule this, there's going to be a form at the bottom of this page, and you can just book it. It's totally free. You don't have to actually pay anything. The only thing that you would need to invest in is your time. So again, it's an hour and a half to a 2 hour commitment, but it's the smallest commitment you can make if you actually want to get more leads. If you actually want to get higher paying contracts, that is the smallest time investment, the smallest time commitment you can make to grow your business, right? So again, we value this at $147, but if you fill out the contact form below, you're gonna actually get it for free. And if you're asking like what's gonna happen when I fill out that contact form, well, you're just gonna get a confirmation email, and that's it. That's all what's gonna happen. You get one email that's gonna confirm that you booked it, and then you're gonna get a few emails that are going to remind you of the appointment. But that's it. That's it. You're not going to get a call from a sales rep. You're not going to get spammed. So I invite you to fill out this form, right? So again, if you are looking to get more leads, and if you are looking to get higher paying contracts, don't hesitate. Fill out the contact form at the bottom of this page. All right. See you soon.